You just finished Operation Red Sea, and now you need more. Good news! I found 10 Chinese action and military dramas that hit just as hard. Stay till number 1, because that one changed everything. Let's go. Number 10. Back to 1942. So this one starts a little differently from the rest of the list, but I promise it belongs here. It is 1942. A massive famine is destroying Henan province in China, while a brutal war is happening at the exact same time. Millions of ordinary people, farmers, families, children, are just trying to survive from one day to the next. And the people who are supposed to help them are too busy protecting their own power to care. This film does not look away from any of it. It shows you the hunger, the desperation, the impossible choices that people were forced to make just to stay alive. And it does all of this without ever feeling cheap or exploitative. It feels honest. It feels real. And long after the film ends, you will still be thinking about the faces of the people you watched. If you want an action drama that also carries genuine emotional weight and historical importance, this is the perfect number 10 to open our list. Number 9. The Taking of Tiger Mountain. Directed by the one and only John Woo. This film is pure adrenaline from the opening scene to the very last frame. A small team of PLA soldiers receives an almost impossible mission. They have to go deep undercover into the most dangerous enemy territory imaginable to take down a ruthless and powerful warlord who has turned an entire mountain fortress into his personal kingdom. Nobody gets in, nobody gets out, and this tiny team has to find a way to do what an entire army could not. The undercover elements of this film are incredibly tense, and the action sequences, especially in the mountain fortress, are shot on a massive scale that will make your jaw drop. If you love military operations where the soldiers are massively outnumbered and have to be smarter than everyone around them, this one is made for you. Number 8. The Flowers of War. This one carries real emotional weight alongside its action. Set during one of the most painful chapters in Chinese history, a group of survivors, women, students, a foreign stranger, find themselves trapped inside a cathedral in the middle of a city that is completely falling apart around them. Starring Christian Bale, this film is visually stunning and deeply moving in a way that is hard to prepare for. The action here is not loud and explosive. It is quiet and desperate and terrifying in the most human way possible. Every scene feels like these characters could be taken from us at any moment. And that feeling of fragility is what makes this film so powerful. It is not just a war film. It is a film about what human beings are willing to sacrifice for total strangers when everything around them has collapsed. Number 7. Decoded. Now this one is a different kind of action drama, but it absolutely belongs on this list. A young man with one of the most extraordinary minds anyone has ever seen gets recruited during wartime for a mission that most people would say is impossible. Cracking the enemy's most complex and carefully protected codes. Codes that, if broken, could completely change the direction of the entire war. There are no massive battle sequences in this drama. The war is fought entirely inside rooms, inside papers, inside one brilliant and exhausted mind. And somehow, that is more tense than any gunfight. This drama locks you in from the very first episode and never lets go. If you enjoy stories where intelligence is the most dangerous weapon on the battlefield, Decoded is one of the best Chinese dramas ever made in that category. Number 6. Glory of Special Forces. This one is for the people who want to see elite soldiers pushed to the absolute edge of what a human being can handle. A special forces unit goes through the most brutal and unforgiving military training imaginable, and then gets thrown straight into real high-stakes combat missions, where one wrong decision means everything falls apart. What makes this drama stand out is not just the action, it is the team. The writers took real time building these soldiers as actual human beings with real personalities and real relationships. So when the missions get dangerous and the stakes get high, you are not just watching soldiers. You are watching people you have come to genuinely care about. The action sequences are sharp and well executed, and the drama never slows down long enough for you to get bored. We are halfway through, and I am telling you right now, the top 5 are on a completely different level. If you are already building your watch list, drop a fire emoji in the comments and tell me which one you are starting first. I read every single comment. Number 5. My Dear Guardian. Okay, so this one balances action with real heart and does both of them really well. A tough, no-nonsense military officer gets assigned to protect a civilian doctor. Someone completely outside his world, completely outside his comfort zone. Two people who are nothing alike forced into a situation neither of them chose. The military and action side of this drama is genuinely well done. The training sequences, the field operations, the discipline and intensity of the military world all feel authentic. But what really makes this drama special is the slow and honest way the relationship between these two people develops. It never feels rushed or forced. It feels earned. And that balance between intense action and genuine human connection is exactly why this drama built such a massive and loyal fan following. Number 4. Arsenal Military Academy. This drama honestly surprised me the first time I watched it, and it has stayed with me ever since. Set in the 1920s. A young woman makes the boldest decision of her life. She disguises herself as a man so she can enroll in a military academy and actually fight for the country she loves. From the moment she walks through those gates, the stakes could not be higher. If anyone discovers who she really is, everything is over. And on top of that, she still has to survive the most brutal military training her body and mind have ever faced alongside soldiers who have no idea she is there. The action is sharp and well choreographed. The tension of her double life runs through every single episode, and the female lead delivers a performance so compelling and so full of fire that she will become one of your favorite characters in any Chinese drama you have ever watched. This is one of the highest-rated Chinese military dramas ever produced, and every single rating it earned is completely deserved. Number 3. Assembly. This one hit me in a way I was not expecting, and I think about it long after watching. A military commander receives his orders. Hold your position until you hear the assembly call, signaling retreat. He holds. He fights. His men die one by one around him. And the assembly call never comes. That is just the first half of this film. The second half follows this man years after the war is over, still fighting a completely different kind of battle. Fighting to prove his soldiers existed. Fighting to make sure the people who died are not forgotten by the country they gave everything for. This film is about war. But it is also about loyalty and memory, and what we owe to the people who sacrifice everything in silence. One of the most powerful and emotionally complete Chinese war films ever made. Number 2. The 800. Based on a true story that happened in 1937 in Shanghai. 800 Chinese soldiers are ordered to hold a single warehouse on one side of a river while the rest of the army retreats. On the other side of the river, civilians watch everything unfold in real time. The Japanese army outside is massive. The soldiers inside know exactly what holding that position likely means for them, and they hold anyway. The scale of this film is genuinely unlike anything you will have seen before in a Chinese production. The battle sequences are breathtaking. The visual effects are extraordinary. But beneath all of that spectacle are the quiet human moments. Soldiers writing letters home, making promises to each other, deciding what kind of person they want to be in the last hours they may have. This film broke box office records across China when it released, and it earned every single one of them. If you only watch one film from this entire list before number 1, let it be this one. And number 1. Wolf Warrior 2. This is where it all started. China's highest-grossing action film of all time. The film that showed the entire world what Chinese action cinema was truly capable of. A former Special Forces soldier is working in Africa when violent conflict erupts all around him without warning. Thousands of Chinese citizens are trapped in the middle of a war zone with no way out. And this one man, with no backup, no resources, no army behind him, decides he is going to get them out himself. The action in Wolf Warrior 2 is absolutely relentless. It is big, it is bold, and it is executed at a level that stands alongside the best action films produced anywhere in the world. Wu Jing in the lead role is magnetic. You believe every single second of what he is doing on screen. And the film carries a real emotional core underneath all the spectacular action that makes you genuinely invested in whether these people survive. Operation Red Sea exists in the same universe of Chinese military pride and international action filmmaking as this film. And Wolf Warrior 2 is the one that built that universe. If you somehow have not seen it yet, stop everything right now and go watch it today. You will not regret a single second. Okay guys, that is your top 10 Chinese action and military dramas like Operation Red Sea. Every single one available with English subtitles and every single one absolutely worth your time. Drop a comment right now and tell me which one you are watching first. I always read the comments and love knowing what you guys are watching. And if you want a part 2 with 10 more Chinese action and war dramas, just comment more action below. And I will make that video happen very soon. Like this video if it helped you find your next obsession, hit subscribe so you never miss a single recommendation from this channel. And I will catch you in the very next one. Bye guys.